Good day, grade 3 learners. Welcome to our lesson for Mathematics 3, Quarter 2, Week 8, Day 4. Our topic for today is solving word problems involving addition and subtraction of 3 to 4 numbers up to 2 digits.
Before we begin, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Activating prior knowledge. Let's discuss the answer to Assessment 3 from Day 3 of Week 8, which can be found in the Evaluating Learning section of Day 3. Here are the expected answers. Guide your pupils in the review process. Purpose intention. To solve problems involving addition and subtraction with 3 to 4 numbers of up to 2 digits, including problems involving money. Lesson language practice. Addition. Addition means putting numbers together to find out how many there are in all. When you add, you find the total or sum of 2 or more numbers. For example, if you have 3 apples and someone gives you 2 more, you add 3 and 2 to get 5 apples in total. Subtraction. Subtraction means taking away some numbers from a group. It helps us find how many are left after some are removed. Order of operations. When a math problem has more than one operation like adding and subtracting or multiplying and adding, there is a special set of rules called the order of operations that tells us what to do first so everyone gets the same answer. For grade 3, the rules are: 1. First, do multiplication and division from left to right. 2. Then do addition and subtraction from left to right. Developing understanding of the key idea STEM. Problem 1. Rene's father gave him 30 pesos while his mother gave him 20 pesos. He used the money to buy notebooks that cost 39 pesos. How much money is left with Rene after buying the notebooks? Ask the following question to check for understanding. Number 1. Who gave Rene money? Rene's father and mother gave him money. Number 2. How much did his father give him? His father gave him 30 pesos. How much did his mother give him? His mother gave him 20 pesos. What did Rene do with the money given to him? He used it to buy notebooks. How much did he spend for the notebooks? He spent 39 pesos for the notebooks. What are we asked to find out? We are asked to determine how much money was left with Rene after buying the notebooks. How can we solve the problem? We can solve the problem by subtracting the amount Rene spent on the notebooks from the total amount of money he received. What number expression can we use? 30 pesos plus 20 pesos minus 39 pesos equals N. The expected answer is 30 pesos plus 20 pesos minus 39 pesos. The solution: 30 pesos plus 20 pesos minus 39 pesos. We group first 30 pesos plus 20 pesos, then minus 39 pesos. We add first 30 pesos plus 20 pesos equals 50 pesos, then subtract 39 pesos. 50 pesos minus 39 pesos equals 11 pesos. Therefore, the amount of money left is 11 pesos. Problem 2. Elena has 50 apples in her fruit stand. She sold 45 of them. Later, her father gave her 75 more apples to sell. How many apples does Elena have now to sell? The expected answer is, the number expression is 50 minus 45 plus 75. The solution is 50 minus 45 plus 75 is equals to, let's group first, 50 minus 45 plus 75. Let's subtract first 50 minus 45 is equals to 5. Then let's add 75. 5 plus 75 is equals to 80. Therefore, Elena now has 80 apples to sell. Deepening understanding of the key idea stem. Problem 3. Alice has 75 pesos from her savings. Since that was not enough to buy her art supplies, her mother gave her 90 pesos. Alice first bought a box of colored pencils for 85 pesos, then an art notebook for 60 pesos. How much money does Alice have left after buying the art supplies? The expected answer is, for the number expression, 75 pesos plus 90 pesos minus 85 pesos minus 60 pesos. For the solution, 75 pesos plus 90 pesos minus 85 pesos minus 60 pesos. Let's group first. Group 75 pesos plus 90 pesos minus 85 pesos minus 60. 75 pesos plus 90 pesos, that is 165. Then subtract 85 first. Copy 60 pesos. 165 minus 85, that will give us 80 pesos. Then subtract 60 pesos. 80 pesos minus 60 pesos is equals to 20 pesos. Therefore, the amount of money left is 20 pesos. Making generalization and abstraction. How do we solve problems? Number 1, read and understand the problem. Number 2, know what is asked. Number 3, identify the given information. Find out what numbers and details are given in the problem. Number 4, make a number sentence that represents the problem. And number 5, solve the problem. Evaluating learning. Solve the following problem. Here is the expected answer.
Great job today, everyone! You listened well, shared your thoughts, and worked hard. Keep up the good work. Always remember to count, read, learn, and have fun. See you next time!